Oh yeah, guys, look at that. Hey guys, look what I got. That's right, I got the E-flite UMX Twin Otter. In this video, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna take a look at all the parts and pieces, and then at the end, we're gonna wrap things up with our pros and cons. Coming up next, we're gonna see what's going on inside the box. Here's a look inside the box at this plane. This is untouched. As you can see off to the left, we've got some landing gear hardware for optional floats. We've got striped twin props, and those are mesmerizing when they spin. We will show that later in the video. Right now, we are going to take it out of the box. All right, guys, this is what it looks like outside of the box. It looks really good. I love the color. I love the shape. I loved how the 1.2 meter is. It looks with Wild Bill Flynn had one. My friend Sean has one. Sean let me fly it recently, and it is a nice flying plane. So I had to get this one when this one came out. And coming up next, we are gonna do a little tour around it. This is what it looks like up close and personal. We're doing a tour right here. You'll notice that this does not have a rudder on it, not a rudder servo. It's got the vertical stabilizer, but does not have a rudder. Now, if you want it to yaw, which we all do, it is done by the props, and that's called differential thrust. We'll get into that a little bit later. We will do a test of that here shortly. After we show the lights, I've got to bind this thing up. Let's take a look at the underside first, though. Here are the slots for the floats, the optional floats for this plane. Very cool. I love ultra micros that have lights and that have options like floats. I am so excited to fly this thing, guys. Okay, I'm gonna bind this baby up and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna show you the lights and we're gonna do some tests. The amount of throw these lights have is ridiculous in the best possible sense. I have a feeling I'm going to be flying this in the dark, definitely into the late evening. I love lights on RC planes, especially the UMXs I can fly right by my place. Be sure to check the links in the description of the video, guys, for these two packs. These are the recommended packs per Horizon Hobby. Just make sure you have them set up per the correct center of gravity per the manual. Coming up next are the demos. Here we go. It's all bound up, very easy. The radio setup was super easy. If you're flying a plane like this, you should be able to handle that. If you get stuck, definitely let me know in the comments. This range of motion is definitely low rates, but it's still got quite a range of motion. I'm gonna flip everything except for the yaw rudder to high rates. Lots and lots of throw. The manual recommends 10% expo, and that's what I've got set up here. And when we come back, I'm going to show you on this surface, little wider angle shot, what this looked like trying to use the differential thrust for yaw. So here we go, guys. Oh, it turns. It turns. Let's try from this angle. Yeah, probably not the best surface to do this on. Oh yeah, guys, look at that. Very cool. I love this plane already. Alright guys, we're going to wrap things up with our quick pros and cons. Obviously a huge pro is the lights. You can see that flashing right in your face right now. I love it. The twin props, they're mesmerizing, very cool. These 1S twin motors, they are brushless and they seem very, very powerful. I like the sound. It was blowing some stuff around here, and those are tiny, tiny little props, so that is awesome. You can also store it and travel it inside the box. That's a huge, huge pro that most people don't even think about or consider. Massive pro. As far as the cons go, the tail sits down with no battery in the battery bay. Not a huge thing, but worth noting. The front nose gear does not steer, it's not steerable. So it's worth noting that there was a slight bend in the metal, very thin metal, so it'll be easy to fix with pliers, but certainly worth noting. Inspect yours, make sure that it is aligned well, it tracks straight, and that way you'll have a good, successful maiden. I plan to adjust mine before my maiden flight. The weather is definitely making it so that's delayed, but look for that soon regardless. This also does not have a rudder. It relies on differential thrust. For me, that's a con. I'd much prefer to have a rudder as well as a steerable nose wheel. But with all that being said, this thing looks awesome, guys. Check the links in the description for both battery types that I showed earlier in the video, as well as this plane. And I have links to every single place you can get this. So if you found value in this video, I'd be humbled if you clicked on one of my links. With all that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and GBLynden out.